Hello and welcome back to NESA CSGO Summer. We have just finished our upper bracket round two game where Fistbumps on LAN were able to take the dub 16 to 8 against Team Essex. So now we've got a really exciting matchup. We've got Taco Bridge Esports versus Fistbumps on LAN for the upper bracket final. Seven, how are you feeling for this game? What are your initial thoughts?
I want to see how far Tucker Bridge Esports take this. I want to see if they're going to come into this game with the same confidence they came into last game. Is Hazard going to be running around with Bison, a sword off, an M249, or has he just watched this fist bumps on LAN, kind of dominate that Vertigo side after the first couple of rounds? And they're going to take a more orthodox approach to this, or are they sticking with their guns? That's what I want to see. I really want to see the difference in how they play, because there was almost no respect for Diamond Defenders in the latter half of that first game. But is there going to be more of a mutual respect in this game? How is it going to play out? That's the interesting part. Of course, another best of one here. Up bracket final. There's not much on the line really, because if they lose, they go straight into a lower bracket final and they get a best of three chance to redeem themselves. So either way, the winner of this will go into the grand final tomorrow. So they get to miss a whole best of three basically.
Yeah,
So
they get an early
that's interesting.
finish. They get to relax. I think, like you
Exactly.
said, it'll be really interesting because we've now got two big teams. They both dominated their games, um, and they're both played on. We've got a nuke and a vertigo. So I wonder if we're going to go back to an inferno or an opus like we've been talking about before, or are we going to
Mm.
continue to see these more like pocket pick maps where the craziness and carnage is embraced by both teams? Both teams are
If
really well prepared at all the carnage that they were creating.
if I'm Taco Bridge Esports, I'm banning Vertigo.
Oh, for
Straight
sure.
out. Like I
Yeah.
know they're obviously confident. They've got they do what they want, but you just watched them almost dominate. That their City side was so impressive. Once they got weaponry, they were so good. I wouldn't want to verse that. And I guess you could almost say the same for the other team, really, because after we watched Tucker Bridge Esports play Nuke, they really sort of looked like they knew how to play the map. Maybe it's not the best reflection, because obviously I think they were a bit better just in general than the other team. So it's kind of hard to tell how much it was their strategy and how much it was just like um, them being better aimers and stuff. So that'll be interesting to see if it does go to nuke, how good they actually are at nuke. But yeah, as just like you, I'd like to see something like an Inferno or a Dust 2 or something. I think it's really interesting to watch, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. I think the way they were taking A-Ramp is pretty crazy. And I think that the way that both these teams just embrace all the carnage and the chaos and the crisp aim, I think it's been really impressive to see how they go against each other now. Who's going to come out on top on these angels? Who's going to come out on top when smokes are flying left and right? Who's going to come out on top on these crazy retakes on bomb sites? I think it's going to be a really tough matchup for both teams. And I think it's going to be really hard to call who takes the win. I think it's very dependent on the map. I think, like you said, I'd be banning um, Vertigo, Vertigo if I was Tiger Bridge Esports, especially after seeing what Fistbumps and LAN can do on there. So I think it's going to be very dependent on the map on who's more confident. I think both teams coming into this game, they're very high on confidence. They both won their games pretty convincingly. So yeah, I'm really excited about what we're about to get into.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if we're waiting for IPs, if they need to ready up in a companion or something, but I don't have any IPs coming through to me just yet. I'm not sure how far we are from doing our map bans, but it certainly is going to be a good game, and it's going to be an important one because, obviously, like we said, winner of this goes into the grand final, and the winner of our grand final gets some awesome prizes provided by Overclockers UK: 5 endgame gear, X71 RGBs, which is really really cool prizes. Such a really good prize is such a small tournament too. That's the most important
Yeah.
thing I think as well. Like 5 teams with a chance. You got to do is win a couple of games, and you're through to some really cool prizes.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Overclockers for hooking us up and supporting NESA. Big thank you to them. And there's a lot on the line now. This our bracket final, like you said, if you're able to win this, you get an early day. You can maybe watch the games that are being played, that your potential opponents for these awesome prizes. So it's a lot on the line. But like you said, if you the loser, it doesn't end there. They then just get moved down to lower bracket. You get another chance. You get to play in a best of three for lower bracket final. So it's not all over. But it would. I'm sure a lot of them would like to have that early finish, do that research on the opposing teams on who you could potentially be facing. So there's definitely an advantage to winning this map.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important. They'd be like, obviously, they've had a chance now to watch them. Both teams had a chance to watch each other, basically. Both teams have had games where other people, if they can see it, how they played on Nuke and they can see how they played on Vertigo, and then now it's all coming down to it, we are going to go into this veto now, which is interesting. Dust 2 is going to be straight out of there. One of the maps I said I wanted to see. So this, it's going to be interesting. Are we going to see Nuke or Vertigo? I'd be surprised if we saw Vertigo, to be honest with you. But let's see how this goes. Our second map coming in, being banned, is Ancient. An expected ban, I guess.
Yep, I'm glad that's out of there. I'm glad. Get that out of here.
If you haven't already, guys, we have a straw poll in chat, so feel free to click on that, vote for the team that you think is going to win, and we can display that in game later on. So yeah, the next map coming in, we don't know what it's going to be. We've got Inferno, Mirage, Nuke, Overpass, and Vertigo left. So obviously, Nuke and Vertigo are still in there. They haven't been the first bans. I would expect Vertigo for some out. I would expect Vertigo to be the first one out, but obviously these guys maybe leaving it a bit later. Maybe some sort of strategy behind that, but I'm not seeing. But yeah, it'd be good if we did see an Inferno or an Overpass. They're the two maps I would choose out of these ones remaining.
Yep, I'm just glad Ancient's gone. I'll be honest. That was my main concern. Get that out of here. Get it out early. And Dust 2. I'd like to see Dust 2. I would have liked to have seen Dust 2. All I want to see right now is something different from what we've seen. You know, I want to see something different. See how they play. And Mirage is taken out next by Tackle Bridge. I don't want to play that. So Nuke and Vertigo are still being floated. Oh, what a shame.
Mirage and the
Fistbumps have let me
Photo
down.
being taken straight out, and we've still got our last three matches. Still got Nuke and Vertigo still being floated, and if
I'm so
Taco
sad.
Bridge, ban, they're not. I mean, Taco Bridge, if they should ban Vertigo at this point because they've just seen Fistbumps on LAN play so well. But if they leave it in, then I think you can almost guarantee Fistbumps on LAN are going to choose it. So this is going to be an interesting decision here from them. They're probably going to keep Nuke in. So it all depends how confident they are on Vertigo. So it's going to be either Overpass or Vertigo ban, I would expect from them.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very sad Inferno's been taken out. They've let me down there.
No love for Inferno. I mean, Neo K, I think the captain of Fistbumps LAN did say he's banning Inferno in chat.
Oh, an
Overpass being
Overpass.
banned.
So we are going to see a map, which we've already seen, and that is Vertigo. So we're going back. We're rolling it back. We're going back to Vertigo.
Hacker Bridge Esports don't care about what they just saw from Fistbumps from LAN in the previous game. They've seen that and they've go, you know what? I don't think I think we can match that and do better. You're not all that impressive. The interesting about Vertigo, obviously, is there are a lot of close angles and there's a lot of cool things you could do with inferior weapons. So this could be a strategic thing from Taco Bridge Esports. I could definitely see in Bisons and sword offs and XMs being pulled out here. There's a lot of close positions you can do some work with. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I didn't expect Vertigo to be the one that goes through, but obviously Taco Bridge Esports are very prepared for this, and that's why they've got through to it.
Yeah, they're not messing about. We're rolling it back to Vertigo, and I wonder if we're going to see a different dynamic to the map, or are we going to see the same thing? Are we going to see a lot contested over towards A ramp? We didn't see much happen towards middle last game. I wonder if middle is going to have a bit more action. Yeah, really interesting to see how the dynamic's going to change with a different team here.
Yeah, and we saw Fistbumps on LAN last game. Their presence on ramp was so important to their victory. That on CT side or T side, both sides, they made ramp their priority. CT side, every single round, you smoke it, you play aggressive. You don't let those Ts have that control. You make sure those Ts are scared that they could be pushing ramp right now unless we make a decision. We have to push B or we have to push mid. We have to do something. Otherwise, these guys are eventually going to push us in ramp. They're very skilled. They've got the aim. They can definitely do something with it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Taco Bridge how they're gonna attack that and how if they've got something prepared to sort of defend against that aggression on CT side, or if they've got a very similar strategy on their CT side too. This is everything we've got to look forward to for the next hour or so of this game.
Yeah, it's definitely really, really impressive. And I wonder if Because Taco Bridge Esports, they were able to watch the stream and see what was going on. So I wonder if they've kind of seen how Fistbumps on LAN play and kind of saw, yeah, we can counter this, we can do this, we can do that. Um, so they might have a bit of an upper hand here going into this game. And I wonder if Fistbumps on LAN will know that and they might do anything different. Or are they just, because they kind of just, are they just going to continue what they do? Just, hit your shots, take that A ramp control. And I'm getting word in my ear that we are having some technical difficulties with the IP. So hopefully
Yep.
that'll be fixed momentarily.
Yep, I think we'll get that fixed soon. But yeah, I mean, what's your early predictions here? Obviously, we've got a couple of minutes before we get into the game, if we get into the knife round and everything like that. But what are you thinking? Who's going through to the grand final here, and how big of a margin do you think it's going to be?
You know what? This is a really tough one. Your first one's LAN that looked really impressive with Vertigo, really impressive, right? But Tiger Bridge Esports, we've seen them on Nuke, and they kind of just went, they kind of got through that game really quick, and they were using really unorthodox weapons and not really.
Yeah.
I don't want to say not really taking it seriously, but they flew through that.
I definitely think Tiger Bridge Esports didn't really get out of first gear.
Yeah,
They've got so much more to show to us right now. Like
yeah, exactly.
they were just cruising through that game, not really putting too much effort into it. Obviously, we don't know how much Fistbumps on LAN. They were definitely pushed a lot of times there to make the right plays, and they're definitely hitting some shots. But do Taco Bridge Esports have that
Yeah,
in their locker as well? That's what we got to watch
and
out for, you know.
and the other thing is, Tiger Bridge Esports, they were able to watch that game, so they kind of
Yeah,
saw how Fistbumps and LAN play, what they do, kind of what their game plan is going into it about fakes and stuff like that. They kind of got the upper hand. But I'm gonna have to stick with my boys Fistbumps on LAN with this one. I think they are gonna take the dub. I think the way they played Vertigo was pretty impressive and taking the map control with such ease. And some of the shots they were hitting, like even if they're on deagles and a low buy, you can't cut them out the round. They're still going to hit shots and still going to get the round. So I'm going to go with them for a dub. However, I think it's going to be a much closer game, and I think it will be 16-14 in favor of Fistbumps on LAN, or potentially going to OT and seeing our first OT.
yeah, I think that's a good prediction. I think we could very well easily see our first OT here. Just for those of you in chat asking for an IP, I think we're just having some issues with a companion and getting that IP ready for you. So just stay tuned and hopefully we'll get you something very shortly. But I also agree. I think it's going to be a close game. But my only difference, I think, is that I really think that I do think that Fistbumps LAN are going to push Taco Bridge Esports. I reckon Taco Bridge Esports they're gonna put down the Bisons and they'll whip out the AKs and the M4s, and I think they're gonna win this. I don't know if it's gonna be in OT or if it's gonna be in normal game time, but I do think Taco Bridge Esports have got in their locker. They're gonna whip out the guns and they're gonna really take it seriously and take a double here.
Yeah, you're going against the fist bump boys. Can't believe you, Stefan. Traitor.
Well, I really appreciate that the Fistbump boys have actually put in chat. They've changed their names just for us. So that,
that's already a W. That's already a W right there.
I really appreciate that one.
We no longer have to call them T1 to 5. But I hope they've changed their names to each unique. I hope they haven't just changed it to another letter. I hope we're not
That's
being
very
baited
true.
here.
You've spotted a loophole in this message already.
Yeah, have they just changed like a little O's now? I hope they're something a bit unique and a bit easier to say.
They're all going to be called Neokai, the captain.
Yeah. Oh, they confirmed they're unique.
They're all unique. Okay,
that's really good to hear. That is good to hear.
Yeah. Okay, this would be awesome. Do we have any update from any admins about our IPs? Do we know anything that's going on with that?
Maybe send it a quick break potentially while we figure this out.
Yeah, maybe we'll run a quick ad and we'll be with you in a couple of minutes and we'll just go find out what's going on. Welcome back to NESA Summer. Here we go again. I think we're still waiting for a couple of bits and bobs with our IP, but I believe that we're a bit more on track now, and it's just a couple of little bits and bobs we're waiting for. But yeah, we should be getting into it soon. Another knife round, obviously, to decide this one. It's not best of 3 just yet. I know best of 1. But But yeah, it should be a good one. As we've said before, we obviously mentioned a lot of stuff about the map, a lot of stuff about the teams. Is there anything else, Reese, do you think that is worth bringing up about this game that you think we should be watching out for?
The skins. As is a common thing, skins mean wins. Whoever's got the better skins get the wins.
I did see a Glock fade in the last game, to be honest with you, and that's
Ooh,
something you don't see very regularly these days. I'm not sure if
ooh.
it was on Fistbumps or if it was
Yeah, I think.
on Essex.
Well, now Fistbumps on LAN no longer they have unique names. We might be able to
They'll be able to
distinctly
flex their skins
tell
more easily. Yeah.
who's got the cool skins. We've seen some cool knives. Seen cool
Yep.
knives, but butterfly knife. That's a. What's your favorite knife? What's your favorite type of knife?
They added a bunch of new knives, didn't they? But I don't actually know the names of. But going back to the OGs, I think yeah, good butterfly animations are very cool. But then carrot looks very cool too. So probably one of those two, to be honest with you.
Butterfly.
What about you, Reese?
I love the butterfly knife. I love the animation. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's what it's all about, isn't it? Really, yeah.
Yeah, you can flex it. No,
I think they've got like the double ones first too now.
Yeah.
Can we get any information about this game?
We
Oh my!
whoever's skins
I
been win. So no?
believe. Oh, I think we have IPs. I believe. Yeah,
Are we
we have
close?
IPs, lads. We've got IPs. I will send them across to you, and we'll be getting into this very, very shortly. Let me send it to our observer.
And obviously, before the break, we did find that our map is Vertigo. So we're going back to Vertigo. We're running it back. So we've seen a nuke, a Vertigo, and now we're going back to Vertigo, which should be a juicy final. Not final. Yeah, it is. Is it final? Yeah.
Upper bracket final. Yeah,
Upper
that's
bracket
the one.
final. A juicy upper bracket final. Where both the teams in it have played really well so far. Bridge Esports and Fistbumps on LAN. They have both played really well, so it's going to be really cool to see how the two Titans clash.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, there's a very good chance that these two teams could be the grand final tomorrow as well. Because I think there's one team we haven't seen on stream yet. I think we've seen 4 teams, and there's 5 teams this tournament. So there's only one team in the tournament so far which we haven't seen. And I believe, if I just have a little check, I think it's Derby Trolls. So they are in the lower bracket, and they're in a sort of lower bracket round 3. So they'll verse the winner of Durham versus Essex. So there could be a little lower bracket
Run
thing going
here.
on there. Obviously, they did lose to Essex in the beginning, so and Essex just lost to Fistbumps on LAN. So maybe it was a bit of an off game. Maybe it was on Vertigo, as we saw before. But there could be a little lower bracket run there. That'll be interesting to see if we do see them later on in our lower bracket final. They have to beat the winner of Durham versus Essex. But cool, awesome. I'm in the server now, and I believe people are just getting themselves ready, and I can confirm. They've got normal names, and it's also the Glock Fade. Glock Fade's here.
The Glock Fade is here. And he's got gloves. What are your opinions on glove Stefan? Is it worth getting gloves?
I wish gloves was not a premium like knife tier thing. I really wish, the glove case came out. I wish they had like mil spec gloves, restricted and classified, and the red ones. Like, why have they all got to be knife grade, bro? Like, what's that all about? They could have. I remember when the gloves, like back in the day, like 2016, 2017, no, 2018, I think it was, before gloves came out, when all the things on Reddit were coming out, and they were saying, look at these Cloud9 gloves or these liquid gloves, and everyone was like, oh, this is gonna be so awesome. Glove case coming in soon. It could be able to get all the different like team gloves and stuff. And then Valve were like, nah, mate, let's just whip out these knife tier gloves. The only gripe, but they do look cool. Some of them look really, really, really cool, I think.
Yeah, I think if you're choosing
between
a knife or a glove, you're gonna probably choose a knife, right?
Yeah, but then obviously the big boys have knives and gloves, so
yeah, that's true. And I'm so glad to see Fistbumps have got nice names, and the Fistbumps are already coming through. They're already fist bumping already.
They're already fist bumping. They're just literally like they're on LAN and they're just fist bumping, just non-stop. I mean, so that's what I'm imagining right now. They're all sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
They're living together on LAN, and they're just fist bumping. They're just going.
Exactly.
Good game, good win.
Exactly. Do you think any of them are being left hanging by the Fistbumps, or do you think they're all, on it?
It does happen. It does happen from time to
Yeah,
time. I mean, it's happened before. And when when you play at Frag Sock and stuff, you give them a fist bump and you look to the left, and they're in a zone.
yeah.
And then you're like, bro, fucking,
I am
don't give
being
me a
left
fist
hanging
bump, bro.
by you multiple times. Uh, it's a high embarrassment, really. And you're just hanging there. You're looking at them. They're so focused on the game in their screen, they don't really know what's going on apart from the rectangle in front of them. So it's not a nice
Yeah, that
feeling.
was a good time. Especially, I mean, in Fragstock, we had a lot of people watching from behind us, so they'd have seen your embarrassment,
Yep,
They'd have
yep,
seen you just waiting, just
yep.
waiting. You
Just
got to
hanging
start it
there.
out though. You got to pretend that was your intention.
But like, whose intention is it to get left hanging, Stefan? Like,
But
you
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 got to
don't know what
style
you're
it out. You
talking
got to
about because
pretend.
you
You
weren't
got
on
to
the
pretend
received
you
end
weren't.
of it. You know, you don't know the pain about being left hanging. You don't really understand until it's happened to you. You can't can't even think about it. But I'm sure Fistbumps on LAN that never happens because it seems like
Uh,
they're all on it.
they're all about the fist bumps. Their name is Fist Bumps on LAN. So if anyone gets left hanging in Fist Bumps on LAN, then something
Something's
has
going
gone
wrong.
very wrong. Yeah. Um, yeah, it should be good. Yeah, it looks like everyone is getting a server, everyone's readying up. So we're going to be seeing the knife round come in very shortly. We're very sorry for this delay so far. We've had a couple issues with our servers, but looks like it's all fixed and we should be getting into a knife round very shortly. If you haven't already, make sure you vote in the straw poll that Jowd has sent in chat. You can vote for which team you think is going to win, and then we can find out later and put it on stream. And we'll see how accurate everyone is. Does everyone think correctly? Does everyone think the right team's going to win? Because I don't know who's going to win this one. Me and Reese both think it's a close one, so this could go either way.
Yep. And we're just waiting for the remaining player to join, and then we will be ready to start. And the knife round will come in, and then the upper bracket final will begin. I'm excited for this one. I am hoping it's going to go back and forth.
I think it's going to be our closest game of the day so far. Definitely seeing some interesting plays here, and I do wonder, as we've mentioned this before, if you win this knife round, are you going CT side? Are you going T side? I mean, it seems like CT side was a lot easier once you had those guns and stuff.
Yeah, I think the CT side is the favoured side for majority of the teams. We do have changing map to Inferno, Vertigo. Pretty sure we're already
Yeah,
on Vertigo.
I think it's just being reset from the previous matchup and it's been put on this one. But yeah, we're looking pretty close now, I believe. Just having a check if there's anything I'm missing. But yeah, so after this game, for those of you tuning in now, we have our lower bracket final, which is best of 3. So there's still a lot of Counter-Strike to stay out for today. Right now, we're watching our upper bracket final, best of 1. Team winning this one will be going straight through to our grand final tomorrow at 12 p.m. Going for those endgame gear XM1 RGB mice. Which will be really interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, obviously, in the background, we've also got our Durham defenders and Essex playing in the lower bracket round 2. That'll be interesting to see the results of that. We'll definitely keep you updated if there's anything going on with that one. But I'm getting word in my ear that our knife round should be getting started in less than a minute now. So get yourselves ready, get yourselves some snacks, and let's get ourselves prepared for this one. I can't wait. This should be a good one.
Get yourself strapped in for the upper bracket final. And
I could do some snacks right now. I'm very hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
what kind of snacks are you thinking? What would your go-to snack right now be if you're watching?
Well, get some popcorn. I've got popcorn downstairs. I've got popcorn. I'm ready for this.
I'm sure
Don't
that's
think too
worth a
loud.
technical timeout. That's a technical timeout. Get some popcorn.
Absolutely. All I've had today is a little Mr. Kipling chocolate slice and half a can of Monster.
That's plenty. We're gamers. We live off anything, That's all you need. If you're complaining about that, I'm starting to ask questions, Come on now.
All right. I think the knife round's underway outside of the Go TV live, and it's getting underway in our Go TV in 1 second. Get yourselves prepared, lads. We're coming into it. Let's see how this one turns. So far, I've been very, very quick. So there is no waiting around. Tucker Bridge Esports versus Fistbumps on LAN. Let's get it.
So, Fistbumps on LAN with the knife advantage, I think. Yep, all of them have got nice knives. That's what we're looking at.
I did forget about the M9 bayonet. That's a good one, you know.
Oh, good. And then Fistbumps LAN with a 3v2.
Oh,
HP. They're running. CTs, they're not having it. Oh, but they're on his tail. The Observer is doing a brilliant job here. Oh my god. Hang on.
Oh, he can actually...
Speedo Hazard. It's the first. Oh! In a second. Yes! Hazard.
Hazard coming through, the master of just, he does everything. He's got it all, He has got it all. Whether it's Bisons, knife rounds, M249s. You really don't know what to expect of this guy.
He's a gamer. He's a real gamer. So, Andy, look at that. He's got a helmet. Hazard is messing about. So, warm-up is ending. Taco Bridge Esports are remaining on the CT side. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the upper bracket final. Taco Bridge Esports versus Fistbumps on LAN on Vertigo. We are just about
We have a game for you here. If you are just joining, you've joined at a perfect time. Our bracket final is going to be full of intense CSGO. And here we go.
And look at this, Merlin not mucking about. Gets a 3K.
Oh my!
To get the fourth. Back. His HP is still really high, and he's really aggressive. Here's the T's running away here. Watch out for the Glock. He's still aggressive, but Dragon Cottage is there to trade. The T's going to be able to get themselves back into this round of situation. A smoke, a flash.
Yeah, it was an incredible start there from Merlin to pick up that first 3K. It could have been really a highlight reel play there if you got more, but look at Hazard's position.
Hazard.
He might not even need it, but look at it. They just can't get in. And here we go. Hazard's behind him. He's just tapping away at that no armor and gets the kill. Very clean start here for Taco Bridge Esports. Merlin just showing off those headshots right at the beginning. You love to see it. And look at the buy straight away. 4 rifles, 1 MP9. Surprised there's no Bison from Hazzy, Maybe is that a sign of him taking this more seriously?
Yeah, and the T's aren't forcing here. They're sticking with their Deagles. Gonna try and see what they can do. Maybe try and get the bomb down, try and boost their economy here.
Aggression from Merlin. He wants to hold this middle really aggressively. And look at kills coming out. I mean, it's not much of a buy from the T's. They've got 3 more Deagles here, but 2 Glocks go down right at the beginning. What can they do? They're just getting spammed through the smoke at this point.
Merlin continuing his aggression. He's pushing deep into the T territory with a bomb just the other side of the wall. Has no idea, but the bomb is very close. I don't know if he spotted the bomb out. Dragon Cottage just deleted there and continued. Merlin, at the first 2 rounds, has dictated very early on that middle is his, and he is not giving it up without a fight.
Yeah, a slightly different, because obviously in the last game, middle really wasn't that much of an important thing. It seemed like obviously ramp was a very important part of the game. And middle, there was a couple frags going here and there, but nothing that special, really. It was just another place on the map. But it seems like Merlin wants to make this his own. And here we go, look at that. The MP9 from Hazard, making it work again against his rifle. He just seems to always make it work with his SMGs.
Yeah, some might say he's the SMG specialist. Doesn't need the rifle. Merlin, yet again, playing so aggressive, and he gets 2 kills for it. He's been so aggressive. Notice Tang trying to do what he can on the B bomb site, sees the one player. Look at him, he's just buying down. Hazard is playing so well here, and he's bought enough time that 2 CTs have rotated around. And look at that. By staying alive, has brought 2 CTs round. The backup came, and Fistbumps LAN only able to get 1 kill on these first 3 rounds.
I mean, to be honest, as we saw last time, Fistbumps from LAN definitely struggled in those first 4 rounds, and then they sort of got their foothold into the game. It took 1 round to win, and suddenly it was a complete different story. But I don't know if that's going to be the same case here. Obviously, another half buy from them. Deagle's coming in. This ramp control again seems to be quite important. Spamming through the smoke, doing the damage, taking down one of the T's. Lotus Tang couldn't do much about that one.
just on the Deagles. I don't know if they're going to be able to get much done here. And the economy already building for the CTs. Hazza on the AK here. We haven't seen him on a rifle for a long time.
It's that sign he's taking this more seriously.
Could be, as they're starting to have a little look over towards B, seeing what they can, but Hazza set up. Merlin going back towards that middle area, and the T's just don't know what to do. Wherever they go,
Warner's coming down, another shot, and Merlin finishing the round off. Another, as you said, 2 kills in 4 rounds from the T side. Obviously, only 1 buy round out of those 4 rounds, but 1 from his pistol. So it's not looking too good right now for Fistbumps on LAN. But this is where it all changed from last time. 4 rounds in, they had their first real big buy, and
it's a full buy for both sides here. So what are we going to see? Merlin again playing so aggressive towards that middle area. 2 T's looking to trying to take that control away from him. Trades going back and forth towards the A ramp side. Such an important part of the map, and it looks like both teams have realized that and are trying to get control.
As he gets taken down this time, trying to get a bit too aggressive. Manchuchin can't find that second kill though. Gets taken down by Merlin. He's rotated back from middle. And now he's been forced into a position. He actually gets taken down by the molly. Spreading. Zen gets another one. It's now 1v2 situation for Wacky Zip. Both of these guys are low HP though, so this is 100% winnable. And they're deciding to run it back around. They're going to go to B.
Yeah, even though it's a 1v2, it's still very winnable for
they actually are
Wacky Zip.
Around.
And you can hear all this.
They've slowed down too late, unfortunately, because Wacky Zip's got the information. He's going to be waiting for him on A.
But they're actually going back towards B, so they made the fake. They faked out the sound. Wacky Zip heard the sound. For a Molotov, he knows there's no one there now, and the game's up. They've gone back to B, the smoke's dropped. So that was very well played from Fistbumps and LAN, drawing the sound out and then faking it as they go back. But a nade, what is a nade? A Molotov comes over.
They need to make sure they don't split up too much here. They need to play together and get a crossfire going, because 2 1v1s, you're going to lose that. They both low HP.
Wacky Zip encroaching onto the site. Hazza spots the first player out. He drops down. Zeng's on 4 HP. Wacky Zip now knows where both players are. With the Famished, gets full blinded.
He's full blind.
He's running out of time here, and Zeng shoots him in the back. Very well played there from Fistbumps on LAN. Get them winning that round. That was an important round to win. But problem is, the CTs have such a big bank. They're going up against another full buy, and the double ups are straight out.
Here we go. I mean, obviously, as we said before, 4 rounds went the opposite favour last time, and Fistbumps on LAN turned it up, and they just went non-stop after that. Are we going to see a similar situation now? First round going their way. Merlin, look at his position. Oh, he's just going to get spotted out, and he's going to go taken down without any frag. Only doing half damage to Lotus' tank. That's huge right at the start of this round. Zeng, the kills are going everywhere in the favour of the T's. And he's going to get caught out as well. Vormez is all over the place.
There's so many Molotovs on Ray Ram.
Vormez does escape that. Very lucky to do so, to be honest with you.
But look at this. They know B is clear. They push through. They know middle is clear. They know the CTs are stuck on the A-bomb site. So are they going to rotate round, or are they going to try and force the issue here onto the A site? Lovely shot there from Dragon Cottage to just remove Vaughn from this round. It's all left to scratch with the AWP. Able to get the first kill, but now they know where he is. Are they going to hunt him down for the AWP? And it looks like it's already begun, and that's it. That was a big buy from the CTs, and they got 1 kill out of it.
That was so quick from the T's there, the aggression. I mean, I think they've finally got a hold of it. They've finally just figured out how these T's are playing this, and, they just countered all their aggression so quick. Merlin went down right at the start. They also took out a player on ramp, just doing everything they can to stop this, this aggression from the CTs. And suddenly, the tides have turned. The CTs are on pistols.
CTs are on pistols.
They might not expect Merlin to be up here, so he might be able to get a free frag here, but normally it's a bit of a one-and-done situation, especially if it's more than one person, but they don't even need him. So I don't know why Lotus Tang was fighting that by himself. He knows how aggressive Merlin's been throughout, so even if it wasn't even him there, it would have been difficult. But he goes down. It's not too bad because they get another kill on the other side of the map. Entry coming in here from Manchuan on Aerostratus. Gets returned though by Merlin with that AK they recovered earlier on. 3v3 situation. And this is it, you know, they're all gathered up together. It's a 3v3 straight on the bomb site. Merlin gets the first one. He's just doing work with that AK now. He gets another. Warnes taking someone else down.
Oh, lovely shot
lovely
there.
shot on Hazard. Oh, it's so close to the no-scope, but Warnes does take him down. A really unfortunate round, but I do think that Fistbumps just maybe misplayed that a little bit, you know, going solo middle, you know, losing the AK right at the beginning of the round for no real reason. You know, I think they need to group together, at least pair up when they go places, because, you know, the aggression from the CTs has been very apparent throughout. So if you go by yourself, you could be giving up guns for free, especially on rounds like that.
Yep, and look at this. Look at the attempted A ramp control. Was able to get the first kill. Bomb dropped. Wacky zip there for the trade. And that's it. They're falling back. They've got the 2 kills and they won out. They know they saw a bomb. They forced the issue. They got the 2 kills. That's it. We're out of here. You can have the rest of it.
Merlin wants more. Look at him. He's so hungry for kills. He's going to spot out Dragon Quest. Looking the wrong way. He gets a second one on Queef. Can he do more? Lotus Tang takes him out. But Warnes finishes the kill. Merlin has been unstoppable this game. It seems like he's just so hungry for kills. Everywhere he goes, he just wants more.
Yep,
So
Merlin
aggressive. And there's been no answer to it.
for top of the leaderboard, leading the team, leading the game, in fact, by quite some margin. And full by coming in for Taka Bridge Esports. And this one's a LAN resorting to the Deagles. Haven't seen the PP Bison yet from Hazza, but it doesn't matter. He's got the rifle and he's getting kills with it.
It's a very nice nade doing 80 damage there to Manchuan. And they're just going to slowly get these kills coming in. It is an eco round, of course. Actually, yeah, it is mostly an eco round. A bit of a half buy from Matisse here. They're not going to do too much damage with so far. Can Merlin find some more kills? Can he keep up his huge form so far this game? He's going to have to do some work here. He's got a dink off on Zeng. He's got his backup here, Aerostratus with the York.
I believe in Zeng 2 HP Deagle. He's going to get 1 kill. He's going to get 1 kill.
He's in a 1v5.
Yep. He's going to get 1 Deagle. Ready? Oh.
Ooh,
Did he see the He's going to tip. He's trying to see the tip. No, he's going to get knife. He's going to get knife.
Oh,
no! Hazza!
I believe that is our first knife kill.
The knife kill. Hazza, the man who uses Bison, the man who got the first Zeus in this tournament, and now the man with the first knife kill. What a play.
Yeah,
and now we're back to a full buy, Stefan. What if Fistbumps and LAN need to do differently here? They've got a full buy.
I think they need to be more patient. I think that they're trying to push the issue a bit too much. And look at this. Hazard, like, they're so aggressive, the CT side. Look, it's running through smokes. They need to just calm down a little bit. Let the CTs try and push stuff. And then if you're just sitting there waiting back, you might be able to get some kills there because the CTs have consistently been really aggressive. And the T's have tried to push the issue a lot of the time, but they're getting punished for it.
Yeah, the CTs are very aggressive, and it's somehow paying off for them. Is Dragon Quest able to get anything from this position? No, he's not. And it's all left to poor old Zengs. Hazza in the same position where he got the first kill. Spots the toes out, and that is such a dirty angle from Hazza there.
Yeah, they can't seem to quite work out this angle. Hazard's done it a couple times now, and they just...
he sees their toes, and he's shooting them away. And they can't flick up quick enough or see him up there. But, yeah, Taka Bridge Esports are kind of... I think Fistbumps and LAN are a bit unsure of quite what's happening. That there's no respect being shown by Taka Bridge Esports. They're just pushing everything. And look at this. Hazard being punished for aggressive. And that is be open. I wonder if they're going to... It looks like he is starting to lean towards, pushing up towards B. As fights continue across the map.
Oh,
lovely shot there from Lotus Tang.
And it's just the opposite now. Every kill is going in the favor of Fistbumps on LAN. It's so hard to predict right now. It just seems whoever's turning up and hitting the shots is getting the kills and winning the round. It's going to be a lot of work now for Illustrators and Merlin. That's a good start from Merlin. Headshot on Lotus Tang. And he follows it up with another one on Zeng. He's got an AK now. He's on low health, but that completely changes everything. This smoke is so random. They might just walk past each other.
This is a very strange round here.
Oh, they're back to back now. Look at them. Oh!
Lovely observer work there.
Oh my god. He's going to be asking questions on how that just happened. Oh my goodness gracious me. That was unbelievable. Just both creeping around that smoke, able to flank on his teammate who he thought was in a very safe position, but unfortunately not. Gets taken out. Questions asked there. Definitely no fist bumps from each other on that round.
Yeah, we haven't seen many fist bumps in the chat for a while. So
yeah.
Maybe they're a little bit tilted here.
Look at this aggression from Hazard. He's so far up, and look, Queef's already been taken down to 13 health. Orb tag coming in. Fights being going back and forth on the A ramp again, as usual. Vaughan is just sneak around the smoke.
Oh, Lotus Tang is not messing about today, but Vaughan's hiding the smoke.
Oh, look at this.
He knows they're behind him. Gets the 2K. Is he going to get the third? He knows there's one more on site with the pistol.
He's going to find bomb.
He's just gifted bomb and an AK. Lotus Tang done so much work on the ramp, but all for nothing as Vaughan's has taken away from him. So much utility.
Hazard is pushed through mid, and he's down there now with bomb as well. Oh my goodness! Lotus Tang just shooting through the smoke and get a free kill. Where did that come from?
Hazard and a fourth. Lotus Tang's on for the ace here. Hazard
he is taking this.
Bomb down. Is Lotus Tang going to get the ace? Hazard denied him of that luxury. 45 seconds on the clock, and Hazard has full set of utility. Roll off this bomb. Sides.
Decent nade.
What if I say to play a long game, but does go back. Still has bomb down. The T hiding in the smoke.
Oh, he might just catch him off. He gets the kill. A lovely round from Lotus Tang there. 4 really important kills and really nice headshots at some points there. As he was on 5 kills before that round, now he's on 9. Huge round, almost doubling his kills in one round here. A very important round to get on the board. If they can get another 2 rounds and they go 9-6, you know, this could be an interesting second half. You know how good they've been on CT side last game.
Yep, and Merlin is just on a P250 here. So
that's true.
I need to try and go find a gun from someone. Muddy's dead T's. All lovely Molotov there. Is going to force the issue of the T. Oh, is it? Yeah, he is. Here's a tag.
I think Merlin's got a good idea where Zeng could be here. He just wants to. You can see Merlin. He really wants to jump down and just use this P250's close distance kill range. Oh, he's gone for it, but it was such bad timing. Just as Dragon Courage turned up, Zeng was there for so long by himself.
Does give the info to Hazard though. Hazard all to do. Open hand gets the first kill. Is he able to get the second? Mr. Flick. Is he going to peek out again? Decides to throw the smoke. Deny the push. He's going to jump up over it. Spots out the 2 players. Say no, they're both there now. As you can see on the minimap, the CT swarming the B bomb site.
Well, I mean, it's all a bit of a standstill right now. The T is really, there's 30 seconds left. They're just getting picked off. Hazard this all by his 3rd kill this round. He is going for 360s.
He actually hits him.
I think he legged him there.
Yeah.
He is going to be fuming he didn't get that kill.
Hazard is loving life right now. I wonder if we're going to see any, and there we are, bit of a funky weapon coming out.
No Bison, which is a bit sad about, to be honest with you.
Maybe it's just a nuke thing.
Yeah.
Just nuke things. Now, it looks like we're going to have quite a bit of mid-aggression here from the Fistbumps on LAN. So, Merlin is going to have his work cut out for him. As Hazard's actually flanking.
Look at that. Hazard's got so much information. He knows there's like no one towards A now, basically. And the A guys, they could push themselves or they could rotate. They know exactly what's going on. This mid, they're all in mid. They're all gathered up together. They haven't really got much control, to be honest with you.
And look at this. This
Here
is going
they
to be a
come.
brawl in middle. You got 4 CTs versus 5 Ts. First one spotted out. The trades aren't quite there for the Ts. And the lineup from Zengs there. But
it's not gonna work out.
with the long flank. That was almost quite scary for Techbridge Esports. They kind of lined up there. But
it looked really good at the beginning, and then suddenly the T's got a couple of kills, but obviously that flank from Hazo was eventually going to come pay off, and when we needed backup, he was there to finish off the job, you know.
Yeah, that was very impressive the way Hazo took initiative and did that flank, because it just removed so much of the map that they knew they couldn't be, and the CTs rotated very quickly.
Early kill coming from Dragon Courage on Aerostratus here. In previous rounds, when the T's have got that first kill, it's normally been a really good sign that they can actually go on and do stuff, especially if it's a kill when they're trying to be aggressive like that. And look at this. They've got B. Merlin's still here. The MVP so far this tournament. He can't do enough, though. He gets taken down by Lotus Tang. Wacky Zip. Finally taking down Dragon Courage. Just being a havoc on that A side, but he's completely sold him because B's down and the CTs aren't that close.
Yep, so on the A site, the retake comes in. The superior weapon, get the first kill, has the first kill, gets the second, not too sure what Lotus Tang was looking at. But Zengs able to get the kills. 10 to 5.
Zeng and Machuan. Very nice.
That's, they well recovered that. It could have been a lot worse for Fistbumps on LAN. Now,
yeah, I think it's going to be interesting this half how well they can continue there, because obviously we saw last time their aggression on that ramp side was so important, and then obviously Techbridge Esports has been doing very similar stuff. So how are both teams going to handle this, and what have Techbridge Esports got to the table on this T side? They're going for a quick B push here, and Queef is going to spot them all out. Queef and Zeng got a lot of work to do here. They're calling for the rotate. They can't come quick enough. The T's are swarming the side. They get both frags without any sort of recovery from the CTs.
Yeah, and look how much ground they're taking. They did, once they got the site, they didn't just stop there. They continued pushing as deep as they dare go to try and just force the TTs back. And now they know where the flank is coming from. They're able to get every single kill. Not even a death for Techbridge Esports. A crisp, clean pistol round for them.
Yeah, you can't really ask so much more from that one, really. They really played that really nicely. Just so aggressive, and there was no real response from the CTs there. They really weren't expecting a B push of that aggression. They had no response, no util to slow it down, and no rotation quick enough to stop it. And here we go again. Look at this. They're just going quick. They're running upstairs. They're running out mid. They're giving no respect to the CT side and how they're going to respond with the Deagles.
Yep.
Not very well.
That's the B site for Techbridge Esports. Is Lotus Tang able to do anything? Now, are the remaining CTs going to save, or are they going to try and see what they can get done here? They do have armor, so it might be worth saving here. It doesn't look like there's going to be any way onto the site. But Manchuan still having a little look, but Dragon God, it doesn't look like he wants anything to do with it. But now, trying to edge a little bit closer here. But does get
removed.
Dragon College left with his Deagle and is not able to get anything done. And Techbridge Esports pretty much did the exact same thing as their pistol, non-stop, straight up towards A. But the one difference was that Merlin headed towards mid. So while the players were focused on the A site, the A rush, Merlin was able to get a free kill in the back. A very good adjustment there from Techbridge Esports.
And they are just going to do it again and again and again. They're just going to keep on going. They're just going to keep on pushing this and give that aggression, because it doesn't look like the CTs can handle it.
The run and gun.
Let's get one this time.
It's so hard to handle. Zengs is trying to run away.
They go down.
Oh, nice shot from Lotus Tang here. He's lost so much health just for that little. I don't know if it was worth it. He was expecting him to go out sooner. But I mean, it's looking very bleak for Fistbumps on LAN, unfortunately.
Oh, he's dead. After that, didn't kill him. Oh.
Oh my god! Oh!
Lovely 4K there.
Not enough. Well, I mean, it's all or nothing now. I think for the CTs, they really have to chuck everything into this round and take a W, because if they lose this, Econ's over and the game is pretty much over. To be honest with you, and it's going to be difficult for them, but we'll see what they can do. Got double M4 this time, 2 MP9s. They can, and it's a different strategy from the C side this time. They're going to go for this A push. One of the M4s go down, only doing 90 damage here. It's not going to be enough.
Manchuan is hearing all this sound, but he is about to pass.
Oh!
I think a Molotov.
Nice nade.
He's going to clear. Oh, lovely there. Gratis clearing the angle. I thought Manchuan was going to be able to get a late kill, but look at this. They're starting to lean back towards B here. Of course, such a ruckus on A. Getting all these kills. Ooh. They've realised that the rotates are probably here. And Hazard is going towards B, but it doesn't even matter.
1v4 for Dragon Cottage. He's going to find a very difficult time to do much with this one, and he's going to get taken down. And it's not looking good for him. They're down to 3.5k. They're going to have to, again, keep on throwing the kitchen sink of this one if they want to try and stay in this game and not let it get to game point. Look at this buy, 3 FAMASs, an M4 and MP9. It's not looking good versus Vickless. This T side buy, they got everything, all the util. And it's going to be a B aggression again. They just can't handle this aggression from the T sides. They just really can't. They lose these gunfights. But it's all going to go not too bad here. They do get a trade 1 for 1. Zem's going to try and do something sneaky. He gets punished for it. Another trade. Trades
back and forth, but like I said, in the favour of the T's. What a Lotus Tang and Manchuan are able to do. Lotus Tang not checking his corners. Vaughn's there, and it's all left to Manchuan. But there's no but. He is taken out.
Has to take another one down. And now we're on game point. If Taka Bridge Esports can win this, they'll seal their place straight into the grand final tomorrow at 12 PM. Fistbumps on LAN. I've got it all against them right now. They're back against the wall. No more mistakes. If they make any more mistakes, then it could be over. And they've just given each other one last fist bump. It's all come down to this. They're standing in spawn. They've all stood up. They've given each other fist bumps. A little group huddle. Can they do it? Lotus Tang.
Shotgun in hand. Able to get one. That's what you can ask for a shotgun. The shotgun. We've pushed him with the MP9, and the CTs have kind of had enough of this aggression that they're receiving. Now, Taka Bridge on the received end of it. Vaughns and Hazard left with all to do. Zengs trying to find the kill.
I do the damage, and honestly, look at this. It's now a 3v1. Vaughn, he can win this game and take him to the grand final if he wins his 1v3. Obviously, if he loses, he's still got another another 9 rounds to prove it. But this could be quite spectacular if he does win this in this round. 40 seconds left on the board. He's got bomb in hand. CTs are pushing. They've got a lot of control. They have nothing on A.
Yeah, so he is about to walk into a 3-bomb site. Be a advantage with A as well. Now, as soon as he gets bombed down, we'll have a full set of utilities to use, but oh no, I think Dragon Cottage might be able to catch him off. Oh no, the timing. Has he heard him run over there? I think he has. I think Dragon Cottage is aware. Is Vaughn's going to be able to get the kill? No. Unfortunately, not.
We'll run 1 round further. Fistbumps on LAN are going to take this. How long can they keep this hanging? Can they take it to overtime? What do you reckon, Reese? Do you think Fistbumps on LAN can reverse this all the way? 9 more rounds.
I think it's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a really tough task. I don't think they can be able to get it done. I think it's a far too tall of a mountain to climb. And look what you've got coming out. You've got the Bisons coming out. We've seen before how impressive the Bisons are. So
Look at this, no respect.
And look at
They're
this.
going to go
This is
straight
just an
through the
A
smoke.
rush.
Mantuan gets the double, eventually gets taken down by the Bison. Dragon Coin just having none of it though, getting his own 2k for himself. Mantuan and Dragon Coin getting 2 apiece, and it's Hazza. It's Mr. Notorious himself with the Bison. What can he do with this? He's got some long distance angles. He's spraying away. He's going to go down. Fist bumps are coming out. What can they do? More fist bumps. They've got a lot to go here. So this game isn't over just yet. They're on the rifles now. They've got a lot behind him utility-wise. This could be where it all changes for him. But look at this. They've gone back to Old Faithful. They've gone for a not completely aggressive B push, but that's where they're heading. That's where they've identified the weakness in this Fist Bumps team.
So much utility coming out. A couple missed smokes. And that does cause a lot of rotates for the CTs. As the T's approach the site, able to get the first kill, but we eyed him backside. He's been mollied out though. Now a 3v3 situation. The strategy is so far advanced. I'm not too sure if the CTs are aware of it. They are a bit cautious of the smoke. But it was all a ruse.
It was all a ruse.
They're A site. And how far is Hazza going to advance? And look at this. Mantuan with his knife out. Wasn't ready for Hazza to be that advanced. We've got a 2v2 situation for game point, Stefan.
Yep, game match point. It's all come down to this. 2v2. The CTs have really got to put a shift in here. They don't want to go out right now. They don't have to play this best of 3 after this one.
Not. Bomb is ticking. The CTs do have 2 smokes though. Dragon Cottage deploying his first one. Flash through, Lur's Tank tapped the bomb. Trying to draw the T's out. Oh, what a lovely shot there from Fawns. All left to Lotus Tank on the bomb site. Taps the bomb, fakes out, gets the first kill. Fawns versus Lotus Tank. Lotus Tank's actually sticking it.
Oh!
2 seconds left, 1 second left. But Fawns is able to get the kill with milliseconds left on the bomb. GG's come through in chat, and that is Taco Bridge Esports through to the grand final of NESA CSGO Summer. Stefan, what? I don't think anyone else expected that. That was crazy.
Massive congratulations to Taco Ridge Esports, first and foremost. A really good performance from them. Obviously, taking it a lot more seriously. We did see a couple of Bisons here and there, but definitely a different performance to what we saw in that first game. Commiserations, obviously, to our other team, because they'll be playing in our lower bracket final. It's still a very good chance. I'm pretty confident we may be seeing this again in our grand final in a best of 3. Maybe Vertigo isn't the right map on this matchup. We could be seeing something very different tomorrow morning. But yeah, massive GGs to everyone who played so far. I think we're going to go into a little break, and we're going to go into a bit of a broadcast break as well. You'll be able to watch the game that's playing in the background, but we're going to have a little break, get some food for us, because we've got another big best of 3 coming at you in about an hour's time. So stay tuned with us and watch the game.